did so well during the elections. What was the reason for this outcome?
My party has always been there to serve the people of Kurdistan and the cause of the Kurdish people, and the Kurdistanis, by the way, not just the Kurds, but everybody that lives in Kurdistan. And Kurdistan Democratic Party has been an umbrella for all of those who live in Kurdistan. I think at the end, people realized that we didn't only promise, but we delivered. And I think we were rewarded for that. Well, I think the elections were a big success. It was a big success to all of the Iraqis. Mm-hmm. The process and how it was conducted, it was a big success. But there is a big problem with the electoral law. The electoral law is not fair. We only have coalition of several parties that have slightly more votes than us. But if you look at the number of seats that we have won, are not compatible to the votes that we've collected. Disputed territories is still one of the main challenges between the federal government and Kurdistan. Still, the government in Baghdad relies on an outdated law that they inherited from the previous regime, and it's not applicable to a federal system. As a constitutional entity, Kurdistan should have its share of the budget from the federal government and not have a ministry at the federal level to interfere into the details of how the financial sector in Kurdistan is handled. Any side that wants to partner with us or wants us to be a part of the government, our conditions are very clear. We want full implementation of the Constitution without being subjective and choosing some articles and ignoring the others. I think the biggest requirement today for the country is not the Constitution in itself. The Constitution is there, but the mechanism to implement the Constitution is lacking. When Baghdad employs people in other parts of the country, Kurdistan should also be able to take its share in the public sector. Now we have a very vibrant private sector here in Kurdistan. And to be very frank with you, I would like to thank the private sector in Kurdistan. It's not funded by the government budget because we have never received budget for investment. Never. In the last few years, we haven't received budget for investment from the federal government. But with the right banking system, with the right financial institutions in place that we try to build, the banks are able to lend money to the youth, and they can use that money whether they want to purchase a house, a car, they want to establish a business, and then they can pay the bank later on. The government can be a regulator, it could be a guarantor. And that's what we are trying to do. We need to care more about people, about the national interests, rather than our political or personal interests. When we try to respect each other, when we try to respect every nationality, every ethnicity, every religion, and believe in coexistence, and believe that we can all together be stronger, and build faster, we can. I was very pleased to host both Kurdish factions from ENKS and also SDF this morning. This is what this forum is about. We are not only talking, but we are acting upon it. We're trying to build peace by action. The governance is easy when you're dedicated to your cause. When you look at people and they become your main objective. But I think the biggest change has to come from within. We are on the rise. Kurdistan is on the right track. We are moving forward, and no one can stop us.